Hard to know where to start, but let's begin with the moon landings. We've all been told the same story, that NASA sent astronauts to the moon to explore, to plant a flag, and to prove we could do it. That's the sanitized version. The truth is far more sinister.
Sinister? How so?
The Apollo missions weren't just about exploration. They were cover missions, fronts for something much larger. We weren't just there to collect rocks and take pictures. The real purpose was to establish a base, a permanent lunar colony, a place where experiments could be conducted without the prying eyes of the public. This colony, it's still active today.
Wait, a secret lunar colony? You're telling me that we've had people living on the moon for decades and no one knows about it?
Exactly. The first few missions were about setting up infrastructure, testing equipment, but by the time Apollo 17 rolled around, the base was fully operational. The government made it look like that was the end of the moon missions, but that was just the beginning. Every so-called satellite launch you see today, half of them are supplies or personnel being sent to the lunar colony. And believe me, the things going on up there, it's beyond anything you can imagine.
What kind of things? What are they doing up there?
They're researching advanced technologies, technologies that could change the world or destroy it. We're talking about things that could alter the fabric of reality itself. Time manipulation, interdimensional travel, weaponized energy fields, and then there's the extraterrestrial contact.
Extraterrestrial contact? You mean they've made contact with aliens?
They didn't just make contact, they've been working with them. You see, the moon isn't just some barren rock. There are ancient structures there, structures that predate humanity. Whoever built them, they left behind technology that we've been trying to reverse engineer for decades. But we're not the only ones up there. There are others, beings that watch, that influence, that experiment.
Are you saying there are aliens living on the moon alongside us?
These beings, they're not like us. They don't need to breathe, eat, or sleep. They're more like shadows, observers, but they're far more advanced than we are, and the government knows this. That's why they're so desperate to keep it all under wraps. If the public knew the truth, if they knew we weren't alone, and that these beings had been influencing us for centuries, it would cause mass panic. Society would collapse. So they keep it hidden at any cost.
This is insane. You're telling me that world governments, NASA, they've all been in on this, sending people to the moon, working with extraterrestrials covering it all up?
And the worst part, they're preparing for something big. They've been quietly expanding the colony, building weapons, stockpiling resources. They know something is coming, something that could threaten all of humanity. And when it does, the people on Earth will be left in the dark, completely unaware of the danger they're in. I don't know exactly, but the last time I was up there, I saw something, a ship, massive. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. The beings on the moon, they were terrified of it.
This is beyond belief. If what you're saying is true, then everything we thought we knew about space, about the moon, about life itself, is a lie.
And that's why I'm telling you this. People need to be prepared. They need to know that we're not alone, and that the moon holds secrets far darker than anyone could ever imagine.